9 impressive results after a professional deep cleaning. Let's be honest, sweeping floors, vacuuming the house, or even cleaning the car is not the most pleasant task. But we enjoy watching others do it. In today's video, we are going to show you deep cleaning of the most surprising things, such as aircrafts, old paintings, guns, and even a ship. They will be as good as new. Rusty metal objects often get cleaned by a laser cleaning method. The advantage of this technology is that it doesn't come in contact with the material and so does not damage the fragile surfaces. It also is extremely accurate. Here is how it works. The device uses short pulses of laser light at 1000 watts, producing microplasma bursts along with thermal pressure and shock waves to sublimate the rust and separate it from the metal without damaging the piece. And if you accidentally leave your fingers on its way, don't worry, this laser will not harm your skin at all. This happens because the laser only works on rusty metal surfaces, changing the state of metal to a gas form. Oil residues is the most insidious substance and it's very hard to get rid of, especially when it comes to oil spills on the ocean and sea surfaces. However, experts came up with a cheap, effective, eco-friendly method for cleaning it up in the USA. This special powder can absorb up to 10 times of its weight, and it's very safe to collect since the oil gets strapped on it. This powerful material is made from polysulfides and other polymers. If you are curious how it looks like, here is a miniature of the process. How often do you clean your house's roof? It might sound absurd for some, but after watching this video, you might consider getting your roof cleaned as well. You have to agree that the clean tiles look way better than the dirty ones. The device you see doing the job is developed by a German company called Aquajet. It is some kind of washing vacuum cleaner for the roof. Have you ever seen a cleaning of an ancient rusty revolver? Here is how it looks like. First, the weapon is placed in a container with a special solution to get rid of the rust. After that, a long and meticulous process of disassembling, turning off and working on each of the parts begins. The result is a brand new weapon. Did you know that modern aircrafts are repainted every 7 to 8 years? This is how the process works. This A380, for instance, was repainted by a team of as many as 34 specialists. It took 6,000 man-hours and over a ton of paint was spent on it. The process began with the coating washed off with a solvent. Then the aircraft is covered with several layers of primer spray paints and a clear coat. The thing is, because of the temperature swings, the shiny layers crack and flying on an aircraft with damaged coating is extremely prohibited. It's just not safe. In order to sell the aircraft to another company, sometimes it's necessary to repaint it. Besides, the airplanes are often washed a couple of times a month if they are actively used. There are even modern machines with rotating cleaning brushes for that. Without these tools, a manual process could take from 4 to 8 hours. Just like with ships, dirt on the surface of the aircraft increases fuel consumption and negatively affects the aerodynamics. Ships must be cleaned both above and below water. The cleaning condition of these transports could directly affect its speed, hence their fuel consumption. It works the same way for aircrafts. If not cleaned for a long time, the bottom of it becomes overgrown with a whole colony of algae and other marine organisms, causing the ship to lose up a third of its speed. It's very important to fully clean the propellers to keep them functioning. For this hard job, it's used a special robotic machine, which have hundreds of small brushes and uses a hydrocavitation method, cleaning by outputting a jet of water. These devices can remove all sorts of dirt. If you disassemble your keyboard, you could find a whole bunch of natural resources inside. For example, a whole layer of hair and dust was lost in this one. Just like cars, trains also get washed from time to time. In China, for example, there is a special maintenance center for that. They are way cooler than regular car washes though, and everything is controlled by a computer. They even use a special product with a certain level of acidity in order to not damage the coating. Sometimes extra procedures are necessary, for example, removing the graffiti drawn by vandals. In this situation, a special cleaning solution is required. It's first left on the surface of the train for 5 to 10 minutes, and then hand scrub forcing the cleaner into the graffiti. Next is washing it off with 250-degree hot water. Who knew that watching an old painting restoration would be so pleasant? Here is how it works. Experts start by removing the canvas from its frame and fully cleaning it. All sorts of dirt accumulates there over the years. After that, a special solution is applied to the canvas to soften and straighten it, and to avoid any creases. Sometimes they even have to sew them together on the backside in places where it has begun to slightly sag, and finally the picture is put back on the frame and covered with one layer of varnish. Paint is added to the places where it's needed and the painting is covered with one final layer. If the picture is badly damaged, the layers have to be looked at under X-rays, making the whole process much more complicated. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did so, like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.